Hey everybody, I am Johnny Scoville, and this is Chasetheheat. Got something neat. Thank you guys for joining me for Facebook. Drews'S Chili Company, Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum. There's for you. Is that a cool label? Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum. Look at that one more time. Isn't that great? All right, we're going to get started here in a few minutes. This is a fun one. I've been looking forward to this for a few days now. Look, I got my Drews'S Chili Company shirt on. You guys know that people ask me all the time. I get this question. When I say I get it every day, I'm not exaggerating. Every day someone will say, "What's your favorite sauce? What's your favorite sauce?" And I say the same thing all the time. I don't have one. I have favorite sauce makers, but I don't have a favorite sauce. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Love you, mean it. Just let me show you this real quick. Guys, still right now for a limited period of time, I'm selling these. It's the Scoville Squad shirt, you guys. If it's worth doing, you all know already if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So, at the conclusion of the video, you will see a link in the description box below. Click on that. Please do that. Got some exciting announcements to make coming up. Gonna hold off for now. Appreciate you guys a lot. Boy, all my friends are here. I love that. All right. You know what we're gonna do first? Before I get this thing started, this is the sauce I'll be reviewing. I've already tried it. But before I do, I have a couple shout outs I want to do. You know, the Scoville Squad is about you and not me. I love you guys dearly. Right there in my heart. So I have a few quick shout outs I want to give you guys. It won't be long, but they're important because this is about you. First of all, Kevin Green, friend of the channel. Mason Lee, his son, 9 years old. Happy birthday, Mason. Pretty cool. Carrie Kingy. Her birthday's Carrie's birthday's in February. Happy birthday. We got Eleanor Hilliker. Eleanor, God, I don't know if you're watching. I can't see Eleanor if you're watching, but boy, Eleanor's been watching the channel with her dad, Jeremy, forever, since the channel started. So, Eleanor, I dig you, girl. Thank you. Happy birthday. I think I said happy birthday last year. It's twice. How cool. All right, Caitlin Flanders, Lucas Flanders, big friend of the channel. His daughter turns 19 on the 13th of February. Happy birthday. Jesso Oliver, daughter Kelsey, turns 20 yesterday. I believe yesterday, the day before. Happy birthday. How cool is that? We got Matthew and Angela Carreras Phelps. Their 21st wedding anniversary. Wow. They were high school sweethearts. Isn't that cool? I never made it 21 years. Tried it a few times. Didn't work. Never took. Not ruling it out. Just might not be for me. All right, so Alan Crooks, 13th birthday. He's the son of Angela Cooks. Thank you. Happy birthday. Brendan Kerr and his wife Chris from Morgan Hot Sauce. His baby just turned 2 years old. So happy birthday. Just a few more and we're done, and then we'll start getting into this. All right, so Larry Owens. Larry Owens is a friend of mine I've had since Jump Street. I was breaking rocks with him when we were children. I've known Larry a long time. Larry's birthday is February 11th, so happy birthday, brother. In fact, Larry appears in one video of mine where I ate, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or 10, maybe 12, I don't know. Super hot, and he was sitting next to me. The room smelled like peppers. It was crazy, so happy birthday, Larry. Scarlett, 2 in, can't read my own writing. You ever do that? Leave notes for myself. I think she's 2 in January. And it's Scarlett. I think it's the child of Doreen Bazinga. So I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I can't read my own writing. It sucks. All right, Scott Lazarus from Little Acres. I've reviewed a bunch of his amazing jams. Holy Lord, if you like jams, check him out. But he and his wife, Heidi, her birthday next week, February 6th. Happy birthday. I got a chance to meet her. She was really cool. Burned her. Gave her a little bit of tincture. Maybe gave her too much. Jeremy Lacuro. Jeremy's birthday was National Hot Sauce Day. The same birthday as Wilbur Scoville. So, happy birthday. And Mark Aaron Harris, engaged to Emmy, sorry, February 3rd. Happy birthday. It's her birthday. They're engaged, but it's her birthday, Emmy. All right, so listen. You know, I didn't want to, I kind of wanted to go on and fake it, but I can't. I have to tell you, a very super huge, like one of these things. Listen, Dave Singletary is a friend of the channel. He's in the UK. I was going to pretend I ignored you, Dave, and kept going just to kind of pretend that I forgot about you, but I can't do it. Dave is a great guy. He's a Chilli head. Shout out to Chilli heads of King Growers of the UK, one of the biggest Chilli groups on Facebook. Dave Singletary and his girl Amelia are having their first baby. Are you kidding me? Love babies. It's crazy because that kid's already a Chilli head. I promise you that. All right, so now we've gotten all the shout outs and to all the people that I love so dearly. Here it is. Now, let me show you the weird thing about this sauce. You know what's funny about Drew's Chili Company? You know, I said this to me. Someone's cutting onions. Excuse me. You know, I say a lot of times, if you guys have watched the videos I've done, sometimes you'll smell, here's the official Chasetheheat sauce spoon, courtesy of Obnoxious Harvey, but sometimes you'll put a sauce on a spoon and it'll smell differently than it does in the bottle. But every once in a while, you'll come across a sauce that will taste different every time you smell it. I have never had that happen to me with any other sauce but a sauce from Drew's. And that's the truth. I swear to you, it's the truth. For instance, his Volcanique. Every time I smelled Volcanique, I'll pick up something different. Now, for those of you guys that have been watching the family, hi, Michael Smith Peter. Damn, love you, dude. Miss you. Hi, Dave Miner. But all my friends are here. How cool is that? Anyway, let me share with you. If you guys have been a friend of the channel for a while, you know that what Drew does is in this past year, 2017, he released a new sauce every month. There's me and Bill Moore. Bill's a great guy, good friend of the channel, a friend of mine. We're the only one, you know, I'm a friend. He's a friend. He and Dab, they're good people. But we're the only two people that he sends these sauces to and we review them ahead of time. So last year, every month, got a new one from Drew. Drew's the only sauce company that if you see, that's Drew. There's the artist. They sign these bottles. These are the only bottles I save. I know some people save their bottles. I would need a new house, like a separate place just for the bottles. So I save these though because they're signed and they're beautiful. And anyway, just great stuff. A very, very different kind of sauce. Every time you smell this sauce, I've had it already. Every time I smell the sauce, I'm picking up something unique. Let me do this. Let me start by reading you the label, and then I'll tell you what I think of it. You know what? A little more light. It's kind of rough for the Facebook people. Here we go. Let me read this to you. Excuse me. All right. So this winter, come warm up with Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum. That is the pronunciation. Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum is for Facebook. Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum. Here it is for the YouTube family. Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum. Anyway, This winter, come warm up with Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum hot sauce. We gathered, listen to, guys, listen carefully, because one of the beautiful things, oh, you know what? Jeez. If you're a friend of the channel, I meant to say, every month he would review a new sauce. This year it's different for Drew. One every season. So we're going to look at 4 new sauces for Drew. This is the first one. Sorry, got distracted. But boy, oh boy, listen really carefully to the list of ingredients here, because they're amazing. All right. Okay, so we gathered some of the world's most flavorful smoky chilies and paired them along with some of Ontario, Canada's finest gourmet ingredients. From Vidal Ice Wine from the Niagara region. Listen to this. Pay attention. This is so cool. To super tasty mushrooms, fiddleheads. It's a fern. And resinous conifers from the boreal forest. Enjoy, Drew. Are you kidding me? The boreal forest? Can you walk into the boreal forest? Nah. But boy, you can eat a sauce that's got stuff in the boreal forest. All right, so let me read you the list of ingredients, okay? So here are the ingredients. Aleppo chilies, Demente chilies, or Spilete chilies, sorry. Spanish Nora chilies, Aji Panca chilies, Pecan smoked ghost chilies, Pasilla Negro chilies, Niagara Vidal ice wine vinegar. That's kind of a cool ingredient. Done a lot of sauce reviews for this channel. Never heard of that. Okay, reduction. Okay, champagne vinegar, Spanish onions, golden foot chanterelle. Pay attention. Golden foot chanterelle mushrooms, morel mushrooms, bolete mushrooms, conifer infused, including balsam fir needles, spruce tips. Guys, let this sink in. Cedar leaves, maple water. Whew. Pretty amazing stuff. Where I lost my train of thought. I lost my place. All right, sorrel flowers, fiddleheads, cattail hearts, hickory smoked salt, smoked fleur de sel, and Danish smoked sea salt. I grew up in Vermont, and on our land we had fiddlehead ferns. And every year they would come up, and they look like they call them fiddleheads because when they're small, when they get to the full size, they're this giant fern. But when they're small, they look like a fiddlehead, like on a fiddlehead, like the musical instrument, a fiddlehead. I'm not sure if they got the musical instrument fiddlehead from the fern or the fern from the musical instrument, but that's kind of what it looks like. But I used to pick them, and we saute them in garlic and butter, and it was amazing. But boy, you guys, this has a very, very unique aroma, and every time I smell it, it smells different. I mean, you get a smokiness, there's an earthy aroma. It's funny. It reminds me a lot. It doesn't smell. Oh, there's some similarities between the Volcanique that Drew made, but there's a smokiness. You pick up the vinegar, the Niagara. But it sounds really neat. It sounded awesome. Niagara Vidal ice wine vinegar reduction. That's crazy. But what an aroma. You can tell I've used some already, but guys, here's the aroma. If you look at the, let me show you the consistency of this as well. All right. It has a very similar consistency of a lot of sauces from Drew. But you know, a common thing with all of my favorite sauces, it's just the whole package. I've done this, I've said this in other videos. It's not just a really cool label. It's an amazing list of ingredients. It's the way he puts it together. It's the aroma. It's the taste. It's everything. So, guys, if you haven't, I urge you. It's not even a challenge. I urge you, if you have not ever had a sauce from Drews'S Chili Company, just stop what you're doing because they're special. But let me quickly tell you this before I review it. Let me tell you this. Last year, it would be a 1 month off. Every month he would have a new sauce, and it's a limited run. When it's gone, it's gone. This year he's doing 4 sauces, of which this is one, Hi.Ber.Nac.U.Lum. He's also going to be doing some, I forget what he calls it. He brings a few back that people really liked. So he's really sharp. He pays attention to people that love his sauces. He has a huge following. And what he does is when people that say like, oh my God, that sauce was amazing, or like volcanique or whatever, he'll reintroduce it. But most of them are one-off, and you have one shot of getting it. If you don't get it, it's gone. And I'll tell you something, they're just pretty amazing stuff. So here we go. Here's the pour. Hope you can see that. Oh, I'm going to spill this all over. God, that was close. All right, so the aroma on the spoon is similar, a little stronger, but you're picking up the smokiness. The vinegar, the white wine vinegar, it's amazing. Anyway, I don't want to spill this. Johnny Scoville. This is Chasetheheat. You know, it's really funny. All the sauces that Drew has in the past were, I mean, I'm telling you, I've never had it as much with any other sauce company as I do with Drew. With Drew's sauces, the aroma will change. You'll smell it in room temperature. If you guys don't know this, if you smell a sauce at room temperature, you'll get so much more of an aroma, a bouquet of the flavors than you ever will if it's cold. Every time I smell this, I pick up something different. I gotta tell you, it's like that when you taste it. There's a smokiness. You pick up the vinegar from the Niagara Vidal vinegar. Lots of smokiness from the peppers. But if you guys have ever had if you've ever had an unnatural smoke, where you're having like you're tasting a smokiness and it's just kind of in your face, it's almost like an extract smoke. It's too much. It doesn't seem natural. Very, very natural. But what an amazing, this is the whole deal, this sauce. It has amazing aroma, amazing look, flavor, going on my dinner tonight. As far as heat, you know, there's a lot of great peppers in here, and they just come together, and it's really interesting. A beautiful smokiness, but it's a natural, incredible smokiness. So as far as the heat on this, you know, on the label, it says that it's a 6 of 10. To be really frank, I would say it's probably a 5 for me. Not for me. I'm saying I think for the standard average non-chili head person, excuse me, you would find this to be somewhere around a 5. Drew says 6. I'll roll with that. If you're not at all accustomed to hot foods, you might say this is a 6. But when I was tasting, you know what I was looking for? Do you guys hear some of the cool ingredients in that? The mushrooms? The mushrooms is what I was looking for. And Vicks. Ann, I love you, girl. You gotta be kidding me. How cool that you are here. When I was tasting it, I was looking for the mushrooms. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. I had a coffee that was infused with mushrooms, believe it or not. I like mushrooms. So when I was tasting this and smelling it, I was searching for mushrooms. And I gotta tell you, I couldn't find any. I couldn't. You guys, sometimes people say, "You lick your." I'm the only one in this house who's gonna eat this. Number one, number two, I'll never give this away, so I can lick this all I want. I'm not gonna freak out a guest in my home. Well, I may not taste the pick up mushrooms specifically, but what I do pick up. There's certainly an earthiness, like an earthy kind of texture, an earthy, not texture, but an earthy flavor to it. The power of the mind is pretty amazing. I have a strong mind. I can eat something that's crazy hot and just convince myself I'm okay. I could probably convince myself and say that I'm tasting mushrooms in a beautiful, incredible way. I'm not sure if that's just the power of my mind, because I'm an odd kind of guy, or I don't know if it's really in there. But what a delicious, this is, you know what, it's almost like, I saw a paint job once on a car. It's illegal in a lot of places because you look at it from one angle and it's blue, you look at it from a different angle, it turns green and orange and yellow, all in the same paint job. So if a dude robs a bank and they're like, he's in a green car, and he turns the corner, he's in a yellow car. So that's against the law, but man, this is just one of those things that every single time you taste it, it's just something different. It really is. What a unique, you know, it's complex. It's a very, you know, it's interesting. Before I started my channel, I would hear people say it's a complex flavor. I'd be like, what are they talking about? Super complex. You're picking up different nuances and earthy tones and these, man, just, again, the smokiness from the peppers. I could go on, but I shouldn't. But here's the deal. Guess when this sauce goes on sale, everybody? All you crazy Scoville Squad family members. Love you all. This goes on sale tomorrow. Or tonight at midnight, I should say. The 1st of February. So tonight at midnight, this goes on sale. Here's what I would urge you to do. If you have not, if you've watched this channel a lot of you have watched this channel, you've heard me do a review, and you roll the dice and say, man, I like the way that sounds, I'm going to try it. And you purchase a sauce. I had so many comments. There are 7,000 or 8,000 comments on all the channels or all the videos I've done, and so many say, I've tried that, I love it. If you've ever been inclined to trust me and say, boy, that's a sauce I think I might want to try, this is the one to do it with. It's neat. It's a quarterly thing now, so this isn't. You don't have the with previous sauces with Drew. He would 1 month when it's gone, and it isn't even a month. I'll tell you the truth. It was 3 or 4 days, and it would be gone. It's not like he's on sale for 30 days. He has a limited run. When they're gone, they're gone. It's like the Cadbury Easter eggs. When they're gone, they're gone. But this is going to be around for a quarter, so do me a favor. Buy this. If you guys buy this and you try this, do me a solid. Go to the comment section on YouTube and throw a comment in. Let me know what you think of it. A lot of people that have been with the channel long enough and followed it get that if I say something that's kind of good, they understand my taste buds and they kind of get along with mine. And you know, if I say something's kind of wonky and got a weird flavor, they kind of run with it. If I say something's great, trust me on this one. Drew Jacobson is a genius, man. I'll tell you the truth. I could tilt this back. Kid you not. I could drink it, but boy, I don't want to. I do, but I don't. All right, so here's the deal, you guys. Don't forget about this shirt. I'm not gonna hold it up again. The Scoville Squad shirt's in the description box. Not sure how long I'm gonna do the sale. It's gonna be for a limited run. There's also a original charter member Scoville Squad shirt, so grab those. I love you guys a lot. You guys on Facebook, chill with me for a few minutes. Stick around for a second. We got a bunch of all my families here. This is the family. You stick around. You on Facebook, I love you. Mean it. Thanks for watching. Right here, you'll see the above my hand, the Chasetheheat floating pepper. Click on it. When you do, you're not just a viewer anymore. You're part of the Scoville Squad. The ones that are here and hanging out with after on Facebook, they're my Scoville Squad. So click on that pepper and you'll become part of the Scoville Squad. If you don't want to miss a video, you don't have to. Click on the bell. We'll notify you when we have new ones. Thank you for watching. Love you, mean it. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.